Hello, Namaste. My name is Prathamesh and we are here for our class on Ashtanga Vinyasa, the primary series. Okay. Now, before getting into the class, let's briefly talk about it. Let me introduce you all the subject. Okay, so there is something called as Ashtanga and there is something called as Ashtanga Vinyasa. Ashtanga is the practice of a single asana at once or a single asana for a longer period of time. Whereas Ashtanga Vinyasa is the practice of multiple asanas or a sequence of asanas at once. That is the difference between Ashtanga and Ashtanga Vinyasa. What we are doing here is we are doing the primary series of Ashtanga Vinyasa. Now, talking about the primary series is divided into three parts. Okay, the first part is the standing asanas, then comes the second part, that is the actual primary series of asanas or the sequence of asanas, that is called as the primary series. So it has around 32 to 34 different asanas in it. And then the ending asanas. Okay. Yes. Now, it's really important to know before we start Ashtanga Vinyasa, it's really important to know that not all asanas in this sequence can be performed by everyone. I'm assuming this class is for beginners and I'm assuming this is the first batch because I'll have to teach in that manner. If it's the first batch, I'll have to perform each and every asana for you all. Okay, so it's very important for you all to know that not all asanas are primary in nature over here. Uh, some asanas are very difficult and it might get difficult for you all also to perform them. So I would suggest, if you feel exertion, if you feel you don't have the flexibility, if you feel that you don't have the range of motion, just stop where your body allows you to go. Okay. The aim of asanas, as described in the Yoga Sutra, is Tira Sukham Asana. It means comfortable. It means stable. And asana means posture. So unless and until we are comfortable and we are stable in an asana, it's not an asana at all. It's only a physical practice. And yogasana is something more than that. In yoga asanas, what we are doing is we are aligning our body, we are aligning our breath, and also our mind while performing each and every asana. This is very important to be taken care of. So, to avoid injuries, to avoid overexertion, please take care of yourself. Listen to your body. Okay, don't overstretch yourself. Now, a few important things. If anyone has any kind of a medical issue, if someone has gone through some surgery, some ailment, some health condition, please do let me know before only. Okay, because it's very important. Some asanas are really, they cause strain on the body. We'll be doing modifications also, but if you think your body is getting too strained, please stop over there. Please talk to me while we are doing the asanas. Let this be a communicative session, not just a one-way session. Okay, please keep giving me feedback and please keep listening to the feedback that your body gives. That's very important. Now, before getting, just one more thing before getting into the asanas, uh, a person who practices Ashtanga Vinyasa every day, who knows each and every pose from the primary series, the person takes around 1.5 hours to complete this. But since this is going to be a teaching session for you, Anmol, you want to understand how I demonstrate, what kind of asanas I do, my teaching method. Uh, if I keep teaching every asana and then practicing it according to how it is to be practiced, mainly every asana is held for 5 breaths. If I do that while teaching, we take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours for this one session. Okay, so what I'll be doing is, to manage time, to save time, I'll be doing each and every asana, I'll be teaching each and every asana, but we won't hold every asana for 5 breaths. Okay, we'll just hold it for maybe 1 or 2 breaths. So you also get a better understanding of my teaching method, my demonstration and everything. Okay, and at the same time we manage time, we complete it within the time limit. I think that was it, that was the introduction. Let's get into the asanas. Let's start with the primary series. The first position for Ashtanga Vinyasa it is called as Samastiti. Samastiti is when you keep your feet together, align your feet together, you have a straight back, your hands are active, your palms are active, they're pointing straight downwards, your back, your neck, and your head is in line, and you focus on the point in front of you. This is called as Samastiti. But at the same time, you are relaxed. You're not in a very hyper state, okay? Keep this in mind. We start with the Ashtanga prayer. So, Ashtanga prayer is first we do Om, which is we do it together. I'll say inhale. While exhaling, we'll do the Om together. Then you will repeat the prayer after me, okay? And in the end, again, we do one Om. Standing in Samastiti, please join your palms in front and close your eyes. Close your eyes, everyone, and we start with the prayer. We'll do one Om together. Inhale. Now repeat after me. Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Swatma Sukhavabodhe Nishre Ashre Jangali Kayamane Samsara Halahala Mohashante Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirisham Shvetvam Pranamami Patanjalim. One Om again together. Inhale. Gently release your arms. Open your eyes. We'll get into the asanas now. One very important part of Ashtanga Vinyasa is the breath that we use. So Anmol, there are the bandhas also that we do, but I don't want to do it in the first session itself. It's very difficult for people to hold them. So basically, before starting the Ashtanga practice, you lock the mool bandha. You lock all the three bandhas basically, and you start breathing in Ujjayi. So what I'm doing is, we'll only do the Ujjayi. Ujjayi breath is when you take a gulp. Take a gulp, everyone, and then hold it over there. Then breathe from it. Breathe from that position. It's like constricting the throat. You make a distinct noise, and then also you exhale with the same constriction of the throat. Okay, I'll just show it to you once. This is Ujjayi breathing. So throughout the session, everyone has to breathe through Ujjayi only. You cannot do normal breathing. This is very important again because Ujjayi breath, it helps to maintain the heat, the warmth in your body. Ujjayi breath basically creates heat in your body. It's very important while doing the Ashtanga Vinyasa. Let's practice it only once. Ujjayi breath. Everyone, constrict your throat and inhale. Don't forcefully make the sound. Try to let it be as natural as possible. Okay? Now we start with the primary sequence. The first part, we start with the standing asanas, and there is no warm up in Ashtanga Vinyasa. We directly start with the Surya Namaskar. So we'll go ahead with the first type of Surya Namaskar. Okay. You will first watch me. I'll do one round. Second round we'll do it together, and the third round you'll practice by yourself. Now, since this is going to be only a recording session for you, Anmol, I'll just demonstrate it once while giving the instructions. Okay? But while teaching the class, I usually demonstrate it once when it's an introduction class. In the future, in the later classes, I don't demonstrate, I start with the practice directly. But since this is an introduction class, I'm assuming this is the first class with a new batch of students. I'll demonstrate it once while giving the instructions. Okay? And we won't be doing 2 and the second and third round because it will consume a lot of time. So everyone, please come in the front of the mat. Standing in Samasthiti, feet together, back, neck and head looking straight, hands down. This is Samasthiti. And we start with Urdhva Namaskar Asana. You can raise your hands from the front or you can raise your hands from the side. Join them above your head, look up. Urdhva Namaskar Asana, or as we call Hasta Uttanasana in Hatha Yoga. But there are different names in Ashtanga Vinyasa. So this is Urdhva Namaskar Asana. Exhale, come down. Try to touch your head to the knee, palms on the ground. Then there is something called as Chaturanga, for which I'll take the camera down. Here, this is a better angle. Again, we'll just do it quickly together. Samasthiti. Urdhva Namaskar Asana. Uttanasana. Head to the knee. Then there is Chaturanga. Chaturanga is when you jump to the ground. Okay? You're looking straight. Your feet, there is a distance between your feet. You're not touching your body to the ground. Chaturanga is, Chatur means four. 4 parts of your body is touching the ground. That is 2 hands and 2 legs. There is another way of doing it. For beginners, if you all cannot jump, from Uttanasana, you can walk behind and then come in Chaturanga. From Chaturanga, you come to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Again here, you're not touching your knees to the ground, looking straight. Then you come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure your heels are touching the ground, your shoulders are away from the ear, and you try to take your head towards the chest. And we hold here for 5 breaths. Once the holding part is done, again you jump forward, you exhale, Put your head to the knee and come up. Samasthiti. I'll do it quickly now without giving the instructions. I'll just name the asanas and we go ahead. Samasthiti, Urdhva Namaskar Asana, Uttanasana. Inhale, head up. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hold, jump, or you can walk also. Exhaling, again head to the knee. Inhale, come up and Samasthiti. This is the first Surya Namaskar that we do, Surya Namaskar 1. Then comes Surya Namaskar 2. There is a slight variation in this. Again, I'll demonstrate it once while giving the instructions. We stand in Samasthiti. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskar. Okay, we stand in Samasthiti. Over here, we do Utkatasana as a starting pose. Utkatasana is when you squat half, your knees, your feet are together, your palms are joining in the front. Make sure you're pressing the wrist together. So hands should be active and you look up. This is Utkatasana. This is the first pose. Then you come down. Head to the knee. Second, head to the knee. Uttanasana. Third, Chaturanga. 4, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 5, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now instead of holding over here directly, what we do is, on the 6th step, we take our right feet ahead. The knee and the ankle have to be straight in one line. And we do Virabhadrasana A. Virabhadrasana A. We raise your palms, we raise our palms, and we look up. This is Virabhadrasana A. We don't hold over here, we come down again, palms on the ground, feet behind Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then with the left leg, Virabhadrasana A. Again, palms on the ground, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and now we hold over here for 5 breaths. After 5 breaths are complete, we jump, exhale, head to the knee, inhale, inhale. Now while inhaling, while coming up, you come up in Utkatasana only, and then exhale Samasthiti. Okay? Now I'll do it in one go without giving the instructions, only the name of the asanas. Samasthiti, Utkatasana, Uttanasana. Inhale, head up, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg in the front, Virabhadrasana A. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, left leg in the front, Virabhadrasana A, again Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, then we hold over here for 5 breaths, then you can jump or walk. While the head is up, you have to exhale. Try again to touch the head to the knee. Come up in Utkatasana and Samasthiti. So this is the second Surya Namaskar. This is how we begin our Ashtanga Primary Series. Now we start with some other asanas that are there. Okay. The first asana after Surya Namaskar is Padangushtasana. What you do here, once your Surya Namaskar is done, you are standing still in Samasthiti. You bend your knee and you jump. You create a distance of 1 feet. So this is Samasthiti after your Surya Namaskar. What you do is, for moving into the next asanas, you bend your knee and you jump. You create a distance of 1 feet between your feet. And then that's how we begin with the asanas. Okay? So everyone, let's practice it once. Bend and jump slowly. We'll do it once more. Samasthiti everyone. Bend your knee, jump, create a distance of 1 feet. Now let's move on to Padangusht Asana. In this asana, keep your hands on the hip. Keep breathing in Ujjayi. Don't forget that. I want to hear the sound. That distinct sound has to be made. Okay? Keep breathing in Ujjayi. Every time you forget, try to remember and again start breathing in Ujjayi. Starting with Padangushtasana. The first step is to keep your palms on the hip. You bend forward from the hip. Okay? Now, take your hands, take the 2 fingers, hold your toes. So you're holding your toes with the 2 fingers and the thumb. Now inhale once while your head is up. Exhaling, go down, try to touch your head to the knee. And you take the elbows outside. I'll do it this way. I'll do it just one more time, everyone. Exhaling, go down. With the 2 fingers and the thumb, you hold your toes. You inhale once while the head is up. Exhaling, you go down and take your elbows out. We hold here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Head up, inhale, then Padangushtasana B, wherein you take your palms and put it below the feet. Put it below the feet. Again, inhale while the head is up. Exhaling, again, put your head to the knee. And again, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, keep your hands, palms back on the hip. Again, inhaling, come up gently. Okay, this was Padangushtasana A and B. Now, moving on to the next asana. Now, next transition is again very important. You have 1 feet distance between your feet. Again, you jump. You join your palms. For the next transition, you join your palms, bend the knees, and you jump and create a distance of 3 feet. I'll show it to you all once more. You jump from the right side. After you're done with Padangushtasana, there's a distance of 1 feet between your feet. You join your palms, you bend your knees, and then jump. You create a distance of 3 feet, not more than that. You raise your hands to the shoulder level on the side. Palm will be facing downwards. Okay. Next asana is Uttitta Trikonasana. How we do this? We always start with the right feet first. You turn your right toe towards the right side. Your hip, your upper body still facing the front. Okay. Now you go towards the right side as far as possible. Make sure your shoulder is not bending forward, your upper body is not coming forward. You have to stay in the center. You still have to move towards the right. Once you've reached your limit, put your hand towards wherever you can on your right feet. And the left arm comes up straight, palm facing the front. We hold here for 5 breaths. Okay. Now with every breath, every exhale that you do in the 5 breath, try to go as low as possible. Okay. Let's count. 1. Your head should be looking towards the left palm up. 2. 3. 4. Do not bend forward. And 5. Change your drishti back to the right arm. Gently come up. Gently turn your right toe in. Moving to the left side, left toe out. You look towards the left. Again, move as far as possible towards the left. Keep your palm on the leg. Your right palm comes on the top, the palm facing in the front. And we count here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drishti back to the left arm. Gently come up. Bring back your toe, left toe in. And hands down. Moving on to the next asana. You have to keep our legs together, legs in the same place. Do not change them. The name is Parivritta Trikonasana. In this, what we do is, we start with the right leg, turn the right feet towards the outside, but this time we'll move your upper body also. You'll turn your upper body, twist it towards the right side. Then since your right leg is out, we use the opposite arm. Raise your left hand and move ahead, bend forward, keep it on the right side of the right leg. Okay, if you all cannot do that, keep it on the right leg, wherever you can. Always listen to the body, don't overexert yourself. Again, I'll do it. Raise your left arm, keep it on the right side of the right leg. Then we gently raise our right arm on the top, palm facing the right side. And we hold over here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We gently come up, turn the right leg in, moving on to the left side. Since it's the left leg, we take the right arm up. Now I'm showing this modification. Look at it properly. If you all cannot touch the ground, on the left side of the left leg, you can touch the feet wherever you can. Keep your arm. You can keep your arm on the feet or palm on the feet also, if not possible. You can keep it on the shin bone. Okay, now gently raise the opposite arm on the front. Give a good twist to your upper body. Look towards the left palm and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your left palm down with the support of that. Come up. Bring the left toe pointing back to the front. Palms on the side. And now jump. Come back to Samasthiti. Moving on to the next asanas. Utthita Parshvakonasana. Again, we'll do the same transition. Join your palms, bend your knees. Take a distance of 3.5 to 4 feet now. Little longer, little bigger than the previous one. Okay? Utthita Parshvakonasana is what we are going to do. Starting with the right side. Again, point your right toe towards the right side. Your upper body, your hip should be facing the front door. Okay? Now we have to bend the knee. This is Virabhadrasana B. This posture is called as Virabhadrasana B. Here the ankle and the knee are supposed to be in the straight line. Your hips will be facing the front. Your left leg will be active. Do not give all the pressure on the right leg only. Okay, maintain this. What we have to do here is now, your palms are at the shoulder level on the sides, palm facing downwards. Now we have to gently bend towards the right side. You have to keep the right palm on the right side of the right leg, while the left arm comes over the top. And you have to look up. We hold in this position. If you all cannot do this, it's okay. What you can do is, you can take the right elbow and keep it on the right leg. Bring your left arm over the head and you look up. This is how you hold. So it's either this modification, or if you can do the asana, well and good. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come up. Bring back your toe in, the right toe in. Turn the left toe outside. Upper body facing the front, hip facing the front. Bend the left knee. Virabhadrasana B. You can either do the modification here also. Keep your left elbow on the left knee. Raise the right arm. Look up. Or you can do the full asana, keeping the left palm at the left of the left leg, and we hold. I'm not holding here, it's taking a lot of time. Come up now. Moving on to the next asana, Parivritta Trikonasana. This is an interesting asana. It's kind of tough, but it's fun doing it. So again, with the right leg first, right toe outside, bend the right knee. Over here, we turn the body towards the outside, towards the right side. We raise the left arm. We keep it on the right side of the right leg. See if it's possible. And then you raise your right arm. You hold in this manner. Eyes looking at the right palm. If you cannot do this, it's okay. We can do the Namaskarasana over here while doing the twist. So just watch. Your upper body facing the right side. You take the left arm. You adjust your underarm or the elbow on the right knee. And you form a Namaskar over here. And give a good twist to yourself. This is the modification version. We hold it here for 5 breaths. Coming up on the left side. Left toe out. Bending the left knee. Body facing the left side. Either you can do the full asana, taking the right palm, keeping it on the left side of the leg and giving a good twist. If this is not possible, you do the Namaskarasana over here. Keep the elbow supported on the knee, behind the knee. You do a Namaskarasana. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once you're done, you come up again, jump, Samasthiti. Relax in Samasthiti, close your eyes, take a few breaths. See, breaths are so energizing. You stop, you take complete breaths, you feel the energy back, you feel your regained energy. So just relax. Moving on to the next asana, Parasarita Padottanasana. Again in Samasthiti, we do the jump back again 3.5 feet to 4 feet, distance between your feet. Okay, join your palms, bend your knees, jump. Create a distance of 3.5 to 4 feet. Look straight, your back should always be straight. Keep your palms on the hips. We start with the first variation of this Parsarita Padottanasana. Keeping your palms on the hips, inhale, you exhale and bend forward from the hip. Do not round your back like this. Try to keep your spine, your neck and the head in one line. Once you do that, keep your palms on the ground with shoulder level distance between your palms. Try to take it as behind as possible. Once you've reached your limit, try to bend the elbow, try to touch the head to the ground. It's okay if you cannot. The point is not to reach the final stage, the point is to give your best, to try the best you can. Okay? And inhale with the head up and exhale, put your head down. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, hands back on the hip. Inhale, come back up. Second variation, Parsarita Padottanasana B, is you keep your hands on the hip, you bend forward and you try to take your elbow as behind as possible while trying to touch the head to the ground. We hold here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, I'm not holding more. Inhaling, look up. Inhaling, you come up after doing the 5 breaths. Okay, now C. C is you interlock your fingers behind your back and you face the palms outside behind the back. Okay, so interlock the fingers behind. Inhale, exhaling, go down. Try to touch the head to the ground. If you cannot, stay where you are and keep giving a good stretch. We take 5 breaths over here. Inhale, you come up, and then one last, the D variation of this is you bring your hands back, palms back on the hip. Inhale, exhaling, you go down. Inhaling, you again hold the toes with the 2 fingers, index and middle finger and thumb. Again you inhale while the head is up. Exhaling, you go down, you try to touch the head to the ground while taking the elbows out. And we hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale with the head up. Exhale, hands on the hip. Inhale, you come up. Now jump back to Samasthiti. Again, relax for a few breaths. Next asana, Parshvottanasana. Standing in Samasthiti, you can either form a Namaskar Mudra behind your back, Or if you cannot, you can hold the opposite elbows. You take a step behind. Okay, holding the opposite elbows or forming a namaskar behind, taking a step behind. Then you turn back. You got it? Standing in samasthiti, do a namaskar mudra or hold the opposite elbows. Take the right leg behind, one step behind with the right leg at the back, and then you turn back. Once you're in this position, inhale. Exhaling, you go down. You don't round your back. Keep an arch always in your back. Keep the back, neck, and the head in straight line. Go as below as possible. Try to touch your head to the feet. If it's not possible, go only as far as you can go. Do not overstretch. Keep your left leg active too. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, inhaling, we come up. We turn back behind. And then again, with the left leg in front this time, we again bend forward. Inhale first. Exhaling, you bend forward. With every breath, try to go as below, as low as possible. Okay, we hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, inhaling, you come up and back into samasthiti. Relax for some time. Moving on to the next asana. This is one of the most interesting asanas in the primary series. The name is Uttitta Hasta Padangusht Asana. Okay, there are 4 variations to this. So, where in this posture you have to balance on one leg while holding the other leg in the front on the left side, and I'm doing this. So not many people will be able to do this, but you can always take support of the wall. So first I will show without the support. The name is Uttitta Hasta Padangusht Asana. Okay, you all can repeat after me. You stand in samasthiti. You take your right leg up. Hold the right toe from inside. The left palm, left hand goes onto the left hip. And then you take the leg ahead. You hold over here for 5 breaths. You have to try to keep your back as straight as possible. Once you're done holding for 5 breaths, let's try it with the wall. People who cannot do it, keep the wall on the left side. Keep only your fingers on it. Fingers, don't keep your full leg, full palm rested. Try to keep only the fingers. Gently raise your right leg. Hold the right toe and keep it straight. Try to keep the back as straight as possible. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once you're done with this, we take the right leg towards the right side. We hold here again for 5 breaths. Once you're done with this, we take the right leg again in the front and we try to touch the head to the knee. Once that is done, the first variation, again I'll show it to you quickly. Okay guys, just watch it quickly. You all can take the support of the walls. Standing in samasthiti, you raise your right leg, hold the right toe, the left palm goes on the left hip. You bring the right leg in front, this is A. You hold here for 5 breaths. Holding it on this side becomes B. Again holding in front, trying to touch your head to the knee is C. And then the D variation is both your palms are on the hips and you raise your right leg. We hold here for 5 breaths. Okay? Now we'll do it on the left side. Since we are doing it on the left side, make sure the wall is towards your right side. Okay? Everyone, in samasthiti, gently raise your right leg, your left leg, Hold your left toe from the inside and stretch it in the front. Hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, we hold it on the left side for 5 breaths. Take the support of the wall if you cannot. Then again in the front and try to touch the head to the knee. And then the final variation is D. You raise your left leg up and hold it for 5 breaths. Some people in this, especially women, they can naturally do it. They're very flexible. So you can actually touch your feet to the head while doing the first asana also. You can actually touch it over here while holding it. Similarly on the left side. Okay. Come back to Samasthiti. Now this is one last asana before the third Surya Namaskar. Okay, the name is Ardhavadda Padmuttana Asana. Okay. In this asana, what you do is, you stand in Samasthiti, you take your right leg up, take your right leg up, with the help of the right hand, you hold the right toe and you gently bend down. You rest the left hand, the left fingers, and again try to touch the head to the knee. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, you bend your knee slightly, inhaling, come up, gently release the right leg. Now people who cannot do this, it's okay. You all can keep your feet here. If you cannot hold the toe, just keep your hand behind and rest. If you cannot keep the hand behind also, rest with both your hands on the ground. Okay, this is the modification. Now we'll do it with the left leg. Take the right feet, take the left feet, keep it on the right hip, right side. With the left palm, you hold the left toe and you bend forward. And we hold you for 5 breaths. People who cannot hold the toe, you can keep both your hands on the ground and try to go down as much as possible. Once 5 counts are done, you bend your knee, micro bend your knee, inhaling you come up and gently release your legs. Next is a sequence of asanas. It is called as Surya Namaskar 3. Okay. So we have done all the asanas before in the Surya Namaskars and other places also. Now this is only the sequence you need to remember. Okay, you know the asanas because we have done it in this session now. So I'll quickly show you all the asanas. Again, come in the front of your mat. Stand in Samasthiti. 1. Urdhva Namaskar Asana. 2. Uttanasana. Head to the knee. 3. Head up. 4. Chaturanga. 5. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 6. Adho Mukha Svanasana. In 7 over here, you again jump in the front. Head will be up. 8. Again, you bend you take your head to the knee. 9, you get into Utkatasana and we hold over here for 5 breaths. 10, again you go down, Uttanasana. 11, again Chaturanga. 12, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 13, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 14, right feet in the front, Virabhadrasana A. We hold here for 5 breaths. Keeping the hand up, we turn in Virabhadrasana to the left side. 15, Virabhadrasana A on the left side. Again we hold here for 5 breaths. 16 mein we do Virabhadrasana B. That is, we turn the upper body to the front while the left leg is facing the left side and we have our eyes focused on the left fingers. 17 mein we do it on the right side. We bend the right knee, we look towards the right side while the upper body is facing the front. We hold here for 5 breaths. 18, we go down again in Chaturanga. 19, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 20, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now we hold here for 5 breaths. After holding for 5 breaths, we jump in the front. 21, 22, exhale, head to the knee again. 23, up. 24, Samasthiti. So it's a mixture of a lot of asanas. One more time, I'll just do it with the count. Okay? Just see it. The next round we can do it together. Samasthiti, Urdhva Namaskarasana. 2, Uttanasana. 3, Chaturanga. 4, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 5, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 6, Uttanasana. 7, Utkatasana. 8, again Uttanasana. 9, Chaturanga. 7, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. 10, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 11, right leg first comes in the front. Virabhadrasana A. Hold here for 5 breaths. Left side again, Virabhadrasana A, hold here for 5 breaths. Next, Virabhadrasana E, B first on the left side, 5 breaths. Again on the right side, 5 breaths. We go down in Chaturanga again. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, hold here for 5 breaths. Once the 5 breaths are done, you jump in the front. Inhale while the head is up, exhale, head to the knee. Inhale, hands up, exhale, Samasthiti. Here ends the starting sequence. Okay, now what we are going to do is the real 32 to 34 asanas of the primary sequence. These are the core asanas of the primary sequence. Okay, they are mostly seated down, so I'll be taking the camera down, but over here after every asana we need to do vinyasa. So what is vinyasa? Vinyasa is a series or a sequence of asanas that is done in between the main 2 asanas as a transition sequence. Okay, so they are very easy, you'll understand. I'll show it to you. I'll just take the camera down. I'm doing vinyasa over here. So the flow of vinyasa over here is when you're doing the previous Surya Namaskar. So I'll just do the last part of the Surya Namaskar, you will understand. While you're holding yourself for 5 breaths, in Adho Mukha Svanasana. In Adho Mukha Svanasana itself, you make a jump, but you don't go up. You don't bring your feet in the front. What you do is, in this transition, you just sit. Okay? And mainly what you do is, while being seated, you raise both your, you put all the pressure on the hands, raise your feet, take them behind, you do chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, again sit. This is vinyasa. I'll do it again, we'll be needing it many times now, so I'll just do it again, you all can do it with me. Be seated in a cross-legged position. Rest your palms on the sides. Now, raise your body with the help of your arms. Get into chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, sit. Let's do it one more time. Raise your body, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, and sit. Okay. Now the first asana of the primary sequence, the core sequence, is Dandasana. Dandasana is, you take both your legs in the front, you're joining your feet together in the front, you have a straight back, your palms are rested on the side, your chest is raised, you look towards your navel, and we hold here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is called as Dandasana. It is one of the easiest asanas. Okay. Moving on, the next asana is Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana is basically forward bending up. It's a forward bending posture. You bend forward, you hold your toes with the help of 2 fingers and the thumb. Make sure you don't round your back. Try as much as possible. You look up, inhale, exhaling, you go down, try to put your chin to the feet and you take the elbows out. Okay, so we do it together. Inhale, exhaling, go down. We hold here for 5 breaths. After that is done, inhaling, we come up. The next variation of Paschimottanasana B, it is, you're not holding the toe now, you're taking the whole palm and putting it at the feet, the lower feet. Okay, again, inhale, you're up, exhaling again, you try to put the chin to the feet. You hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, inhaling, you raise your head. Third variation is, you have to hold your wrist from the outside of the legs. So people who can do it, please go ahead. People who cannot, they can stay in the same second variation of it. That means you're keeping your palms on the feet and then exhaling, you go down, try to put the chin to the feet, to the knee. Holding here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, inhaling, you come up and you do vinyasa. Let's do vinyasa together. Raise. Now your legs are in front. You will do it in this way only. You won't do cross leg first. And from this position, come back, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, again, feet in the front. Next asana is Purvottanasana. In this asana, you keep your hands, your palms by the side. You rest your elbows to the ground. Now where your elbow is rested, you keep your palm over there. Okay, this is the position we want to come in. Once you're here, you have to raise your hip up. Your head has to be in a straight line with the body. It cannot be leaning behind or forward. It has to be in a straight line with the body. Okay. Now, raise your hip. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, you exhale, come down. Be seated again. Again Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Come back. So for every asana, for transition, we do this vinyasa. Okay. Moving on to the next asana. Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. I'll sit this way. Feet forward. Now for this Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, we take the right leg. We always start with the right feet. Take the right leg, keep it on the upper thigh. Once that is done, with the right hand, you hold the right toe. Then with the left arm, you hold the left toe forward and you bend. You try to put your head to the knee. Your elbow has to be bended and out. We hold here for 5 breaths. Inhaling, you come up. So, authentically, after every side of one asana, so you do left side, you do the right side, then the left side. So, authentically, you should be doing a vinyasa after every side also. But since this is a beginner's class, we'll only do it after one whole asana is complete. That means after you complete the right and the left, then we do one vinyasa. Okay? Now since the right is complete, you take the left leg, you fold it. You have to make sure though that the knee that is folded, the leg that is folded, the knee is also on the ground. If it's in the air, keep a block. One best way to make sure your knee is not injured is always to support it. So in some asanas you see it's always mid-air because we don't have that flexibility. You are learning still, right? So when it is mid-air, always keep a block below. It gives you a good support. Now since the left leg is up, folded, with the left arm, we hold the left toe. With the right arm, we hold the right toe and we bend forward. 5 breaths, we come up and vinyasa. Next asana, Tiranga Mukhapada Paschimottanasana. The names are a bit difficult, but if you keep practicing it every day, it's easier to memorize. Now in this, what we do is, I'll just look towards the class. In the next asana, what we do is, we take the right leg first. We keep it behind like this. We are not sitting on the heel. The heel is right next to the buttock. Okay? The right knee is facing the front. There has to be a palm's distance between the left and the right feet. If you think your right buttock is in the air, it's not touching the ground, keep a brick on the left side. Okay? If the right buttock is resting on the ground, then you're fine. If it is not, take the brick and keep it on the left, below the left buttock. 1 palm distance between your feet. Now what we do is we raise our arms again we touch, we hold the left toe and with both our arms though, and we try to put the head to the knee. Exhaling, we go down, head to the knee, and we hold there for 5 breaths. Now, with the left side, again we fold the left leg. We are not sitting on the left heel or the left feet, it is on the side. One palm distance between your feet. Raise your hands up, touch the toe, and you bend forward. After 5 breaths, you come up, you do vinyasa. Now I'm not doing vinyasa again, it'll take a lot of time. You do vinyasa, then comes Janu Shirsasana. There are 3 variations to this. It is one of the easiest asanas again. Again, your feet are in the front. You start with the right leg, you fold the right leg, you keep the heel to the upper inner thigh. Okay, your right knee is facing 90 degree, it is facing the right side, and the angle between the left and the right feet has to be 90 degree. Now you raise your arms, you hold the toe, inhaling while your head is up, exhale, you try to put the head to the knee, and we hold here for 5 breaths. Inhaling, you come up, you change the leg, right leg out, left leg in, the left heel goes to the upper inner right thigh. Okay, 90 degree angle. Raise your arms, hold the toe, inhale while the head is up, exhaling, you go down, you hold here for 5 breaths. After 5 breaths, inhaling, you come up, and then vinyasa. The next variation of Janu Shirsasana, Janu Shirsasana B, is you keep your heel in between your buttocks. So you're sitting on the heel, okay? Then we hold the left toe, inhale, exhaling, go down. After 5 breaths, inhaling, come up. This has to be an 85 degree angle according to Pattabhi Jois, the founder of Ashtanga Vinyasa. So Janu Shirsasana A was 90 degree. Janu Shirsasana B, wherein we sit on the heel, it has to be an 85 degree angle. After the right leg is done, we take the left leg, we sit on the heel, there has to be an 85 degree angle. Raise your arms, hold the toe, inhale while the head is up, exhale, you go down. After 5 breaths, inhaling, you come up, vinyasa. Now the last variation of Janu Shirsasana is, this is an exciting one, something different that we do over here. So you take the right toe, you hold it with both the palms. Now, since this is the right toe, right feet, we take the right arm, we put it inside. You lock the elbow near the knee, you hold the toe from the right hand, the left hand is on the heel, and we try to put the face or put the toe downwards, and in this way we rest it on the upper inner thigh. Now what we have to make sure is the knee is resting the ground. If it is not, you can always use a break. Okay? Once that is done, again raise your hands, touch your toes, inhale while the head is up, exhale, you go down and touch your head to the knee. After 5 breaths, you come up, inhaling, then on the left side, again gently bring your left leg towards you, hold the left feet with both arms. Since this is the left leg, we use the left arm that goes inside. We lock the elbow, we hold the toe with the left knee, the heel from the right hand. We twist from the ankle, from the knee, we place it We are placing only the toes on the ground, the heel is on the thighs. We rest the knee on the ground. If it is not being rested, use a block below it. Raising your arms, we touch the toe. Inhaling, head up, exhale, head to the knee. After 5 breaths, inhale, come up and vinyasa. Now again, the next asanas are also very interesting. They are kind of my favorite. The name is Marichyasana. So you have around 4 variations to it. Marichyasana. Okay. I'll face this side so you can see how I'm doing it. Marichyasana A. I'll face this side only. You bend the right leg. Now we need modifications for this because not everyone can do it. Okay, so Marichyasana A. The original pose is you take the right arm because it's the right leg that is bended. Take the right arm behind. You take the left arm from behind and you hold the hands from behind. Then you try to touch the head to the knee. We hold you for 5 breaths. Then you come up. Okay. I'll show it to you from the side. Once the right leg is done, we take the left knee. We take the left leg. We fold it. We take the left arm from the outside of the knee. The right arm goes and we hold. Once you form this hold, you bend forward, try to touch your head to the knee. Okay. Now, a modification for this. If you all cannot do this, what can you do? Since your left leg is bent, you take the left arm, place it behind, and the right arm, right elbow you keep below the knee, and you twist with the palm facing the left side, and you look behind. This is a variation for Marichyasana A. Everyone can do this. If you cannot do this also, you can just hold the knee and try to look as behind as possible while pulling the right knee. Okay, this is A. Now moving on to, now we do Vinyasa. Marichyasana B. Marichyasana B gets a little tough. Okay, so face the front. Marichyasana B. We take the left leg first. We keep it on the right thigh. Then we fold the right thigh. Okay. Once this position is achieved, make sure your left leg is touching the ground. It should not be mid-air. Again, if it is mid-air, what do you need to do? Keep a block below it. Once this position is achieved, take the right arm from behind and you're holding both the arms from behind, and then you're trying to touch the head to the ground. We hold here for 5 breaths. You inhale, you come up, then we do it on the left side. Now for people who cannot do this, what you can do is, the legs are in front, you bend the right knee a bit, then you take the left leg, you rest the heel at the buttock, okay, then you take the right leg and put it on the left ankle. This is the position that you achieve. Once you do this, try holding the hands from behind. If you cannot do this also, again similar pose. You take the left arm, you rest the left elbow on the right leg, and you look behind. We do it on the right side in both methods, the original asana and then the modification also. For the left side, you take the right toe, keep it on the thigh, you fold the left leg, okay, right knee should be on the ground, take the left arm from behind, you're holding both the palms behind, and then you bend, try to touch your head to the ground, Inhaling, you come out. If you cannot do this, what is the modification that we've learned? You take the right leg, you rest the heel on the left buttock, then you take the left leg, you rest the heel on the right ankle. It's very easy. Just listen to me properly. Then you take the left arm, put it from outside the left knee, the right arm from the right side you hold, then from behind you try to touch the head to the ground. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once 5 breaths are done, you come out. There was a mistake in the modification for A that I did. That is not the modification for A. Okay, I'm just doing it again. If people cannot hold it from behind for A, you don't need to twist. Okay, this is wrong. This is for C and D variation of Marichyasana. If you cannot hold it from behind, just try to take the hand behind. Try as much as you can, and that is it. Even if your hands are not touching from behind, try to touch your head to the ground. That is the only modification that can be done. The one that I showed, the twist, is not the right one. Okay, Anmol? Here. Even for B, this twisting is not the right variation. The modification for B is keeping the feet down. Instead of keeping it on the thigh, is keeping it down. Okay. Moving on to Marichyasana C. Marichyasana C. Feet in the front, you bend the right leg. Bend the right leg. I'm doing the modification for this directly because this is a bit difficult pose. The pose is, original pose is that you have to take your hand from outside and the other arm from behind and then hold them together from this side while your head is looking behind. Now most people cannot do it. So the second modification, the difficulty is intermediate. What you can do is you can keep, since the right knee is bent, right leg is bent, the right arm goes behind and with the left palm you try to touch the left feet and you look behind. If even this is not possible, then you can just rest your elbow, open the palm up and palm facing the right side and you look behind. So there are two modifications for this. I'll show you two in this manner. Now we do it from the left side. Now the original pose is something like, you take the left arm, because it's the left leg that is bended, you take the right arm, you try to put your hand from behind, the left arm goes from here and you hold the arms and then you look behind. But it gets difficult, not everyone can do this. Okay, so this second variation that you can do for this is, you take the right arm and resting your elbow on the knee, you try to hold the left ankle. Your left arm is rested and you look behind. If even this is difficult, the easiest one is rest the elbow, palm up, open, facing the left side and you look behind. If even this is difficult, you can just hold the left knee, try to pull it towards the right and then you look. Important thing is that we have to give a twist to the spine. Okay. Now the D variation, the last variation of Marichyasana. You fold the right. So if you're going with the right side first, you take the left leg. Again, keep the toe on the thigh. You fold the right knee. Now you try to do the same thing that we've been doing. Okay, but this is really difficult. So the easiest is holding the right knee, your right arm goes behind, then you twist and look behind. We do it with the left leg. For the left leg, we first take the right leg, right feet, we keep it on the thigh. We bend the left leg, keep the right knee grounded. So this is done. Either try, take your hand as below, hold the ankle if that is not possible. Easiest, because this really gets difficult. Hold the knee, your left arm goes behind and you look behind. One other modification that we can do this for this is also that keeping the right knee on the ground instead of the thigh, we can keep it on the ground, the heel touching the buttocks. Then the left heel can be touching the right ankle. This way you will be able to hold your ankle, you will be getting a good twist. Your left arm behind and you look back. This is not possible, you can just open up your palms, you look behind. If this is also not possible, then holding the knee. Okay. Now Marichyasana D is also done. We do a vinyasa. Moving on to the next asana is Navasana. This looks easy, but it is very difficult. It needs, actually not difficult, but it is kind of tough to hold for long over here. This asana is named as Navasana. It requires a lot of your core strength. So after you're done with the vinyasa, we do Navasana. Navasana is how to get into the asana. You bend the knee, you raise your legs, make them straight while the hands are still on the ground, then raise your arms also. Your chest should be out, you shouldn't be rounding your back. Try to keep an arch on the back, your feet are active, hands straight, chest out, and look towards the toe, or you can look up. And we hold here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, rest for a few seconds. Again we get into Navasana. Again I am repeating the instruction, please watch carefully. Hands on the ground, raise your toes, make them straight. Release your arms, keep your palms straight, palms facing each other. Chest up, shoulders behind, look up or look towards the fingers. Hold here for 5 breaths and come down. We do this for 3 to 5 times. Okay, after this is done, we get into vinyasa. This vinyasa is important because from the vinyasa directly, we'll be getting into another asana that is called as Bhuja Pidasana. So watch this. After you're done with this, Chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Now stay in the downward dog and try to jump. Try to jump with your feet on the sides of your palms. Okay? Again, get back into upward downward dog. Try to jump at the side of the hands, at the palms. Again, get back. If you have achieved that, now try to jump keeping the feet directly in front of your palms. This way. Okay, once you are here, get the elbows, shoulders rested below the knee. Keep your palms stretched, look straight and try to raise your legs. Have a fold on them and stay here for 5 breaths. While releasing, so this is actually a modification of Bhuja Pidasana. I'll do it once more. The real Bhuja Pidasana is after you raise your legs, you have to bend forward, touch your head to the ground, which is very difficult. So I'm talking to you Anmol. Students won't be able to get this, but if they can get into this asana over a period of time, they can definitely touch the head to the ground. Okay, I'm doing it once. Once again, when you are in the downward dog, you jump directly in front of your palms. You adjust your elbows, your knees should be resting on the elbows, they should be getting a good support. You look up, raise your legs, try to interjoin them, and look up. You hold here for 5 breaths. After that, release and try to sit gently. Okay. Yes. Whew. Now we do vinyasa. Now here are some interesting asanas that are not taught. So Kurmasana is one. Kurmasana is actually, some people can do it really well because they are flexible even if they are beginners. So you stretch your feet as far as possible. You bend your knees. You join your hands. Move towards the right side. Take your right arm, right palm. Keep it on the right side. Then bend towards the left. Take your palm out. This way, what you have to do is you have to try to remove the bend from the knee. Straighten up your knee and you have to try to touch your head to the ground. People who cannot touch it to the ground, it's okay. Try your best. And we stay here for 5 counts. Once that is done, come out of the asana. The next is Supta Kurmasana. It is not taught for beginners, wherein you keep your feet. So what you do is you just do a warm-up practice for this. You hold your feet in front of you and you try to touch your toe to the chin. Okay. Once you have achieved that, then you can try to touch your feet to the ear. Once you have achieved that also, you take multiple rounds of practice. You try to keep your elbow right below the knee. Okay, this is the warm-up practice that you do. And once it reaches that, it becomes easier to keep your feet behind your back. So you do it with both the legs. This is just a warm-up that was taught to us for Supta Kurmasana. Okay, you raise your left feet now. Since the right is done, you try to touch your toe to the chin. Once that is done, to the left ear. Then you try to bring the left shoulder below the knee. Once that is done, you try to keep the leg behind your head. This is the warm-up that is done. Whew. Next is vinyasa. The other is Garbhapinda Asana. Garbhapinda Asana is also not taught directly. You need to do lotus posture or Bhadrasana. Then you need to put your hands from under them, and then you have to sit like this while in Bhadrasana, while you're holding the legs up. But a modification that can be done is you can just form Bhadrasana, lotus posture, raise your feet up, and then try to balance it this way. Hold your feet and try to balance. This is a modification or the simplest version, okay, for Garbhapinda Asana. Now next is next is again Vinyasa, and then we have Kukutasana. Kukutasana is not taught initially again. At the end of the TTCs, they ask us to try to put our hands from between our feet while we are in Bhadrasana. So it can be tried in one session only because it's a very risky asana. The wrist has to bear the weight of the whole body while we are in Bhadrasana. So this is, maybe we can try it in the last few days of the TTC. Okay. After Kukutasana, we do Vinyasa. After Vinyasa, we do the butterfly or Bhadrasana. With both our feet, both our hands, we interlock them, holding the toe. While we have the back straight, we have the head straight. Our elbows are rested outside at the mid thigh, and we try to touch the chin to the ground. So inhaling we are up, exhaling we slowly go down. And we hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, you gently inhaling come up. Second variation of Baddha Konasana B is you hold the feet as if you're holding a book. You have your thumbs inside and your 4 fingers outside, and we open the feet. We open the feet and then we try to touch the head to the toe. Now here the elbow comes in on the hip. It's not out. It's close to the hip. Okay, now we bend, and a round back is fine over here. You can round your back and you have to touch your head to the toe. We hold here for 5 breaths. Inhaling we come up. And the final Baddha Konasana C. Keeping the feet open with our thumbs like we are reading a book. We have a back straight. We bend our neck and we are focusing on the neck. We hold here for 5 breaths. We are focusing on the nose. We hold here for 5 breaths, okay? Inhaling, we release. We do vinyasa. Next asana is Upavishta Konasana. Upavishta Konasana is again opening your legs, stretching them. With the 2 fingers and the thumb, we hold the thumb or the toe. Exhaling, we try to go down as much as possible. We try to put the head to the ground. We hold there for 5 breaths. Then, from that position only, we try to raise the legs up and we balance it this way. The knee should not be bent. We have to look up and we balance over here. We hold there for 5 breaths again. We do a vinyasa. Next, we are moving towards the lying down asanas. Again, with the feet, hold it. Once they are raised, once the holding is done from that asana, we just slip behind. Our toes are still in the grip of the fingers and we are holding it. Inhaling, we come up. Again, we hold. Try to maintain the balance. And while resting the feet on the ground, we have to make sure there is no noise while still holding it. Okay, I'll just do it quickly. All the 4 asanas, that is Upavishta Konasana, A and B, and then Supta Konasana, A and B. Okay. So I'm doing Upavishta Konasana first. Spreading your legs, holding your toes, and try to touch the head to the ground. After holding it for 5 seconds, we raise the legs up. We hold here for 5 breaths. After that is done, we just turn behind. We touch the toe to the ground while holding the fingers. We stay here for 5 breaths. And inhaling, come up and still try to stay in the same position. Then we keep the feet below. After this, we do a vinyasa and then we lie down. So I'll check if the camera is fine. If you can see me while I'm lying down. Yes, it is fine. Okay. So we do a vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, and then we lie down. Now these are a few asanas that we have done while standing. The same asanas we do while lying down. Okay. The next asana is Supta Padangushtasana. We have done Padangushtasana asana. What we did was we were standing with one arm, we are holding the right leg, right? Now we'll be doing it while lying down. Starting with the right leg, you raise the right feet. If you cannot touch the toe, hold anywhere you can. It can be above the knee. If you have belts, it helps you. That prop is really important while doing Supta Padangushtasana. So with the belt, you you put the belt around the toe and then you hold and you try to pull it as close as possible. If you don't have the belt, hold your leg, hold your feet. Once you hold it over here for 5 breaths, you take it towards the right, you turn towards the opposite side and you hold over here for 5 breaths. After 5 breaths are done, you again raise back your leg and now try to touch your nose to the knee. Okay? Once that is done, you gently release the right leg. Now we do it with the left leg. Supta Padangushtasana. While the left leg, now we're doing it with the left leg. So while the left leg is up, the right leg also has to be active. The right toes have to be facing up. Okay? Try to take them as behind as possible. After holding it for 5 seconds, 5 breaths, we shift it towards the left, but we turn the head towards the other side. And then we hold over here for 5 breaths again. After 5 breaths, we again raise the left leg and we try to touch the nose to the knee. Make sure the right leg is grounded, it's not in the air. After 5 breaths, we gently release the left leg. Now there is a concept of reverse vinyasa. What we have been doing now is the vinyasa with the chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, right? But there is also a concept of reverse vinyasa. Reverse vinyasa, it gets a bit difficult for people, but we can still try it. You know what you have to do is basically while you're lying down, you have to lie down with one inhale. You have to try to move your feet behind and then your palms should be close to the ears and then we turn upside down. So it's a bit difficult. I'm not sure if I can manage it over here. This is kind of a difficult one. Okay. So basically you reverse yourself and come back into the chaturanga position. Okay. Moving on, we'll go to Ubhaya Padangusthasana. Again, you're lying down. You're lying down. Now you bend your knees, you hold your toes, you stretch them up and touch them to the ground behind the head. Keep your knees straight, keep your feet straight while holding the toes and you hold here for 5 breaths. After that, inhaling, you come up and hold over in this position. The legs have to be straight, you have to look up. We hold here for 5 breaths. Once that is done, we do vinyasa. After vinyasa, a similar asana is there. Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana. So it's Paschimottanasana only, but you have to do it while your legs are still in the air. So you have to try to touch your head or your chest to the feet completely. You cannot round your back. It needs a lot of practice. If you cannot do that, just stay in Ubhaya Padugushtasana B. Okay. After this, we do vinyasa, and then the last part of the primary series, core. इसके बाद we have the finishing sequence, but this is the last part of the core sequence. After Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana, there is Setu Bandhasana. The Setu Bandhasana in the primary series is a difficult one because you have to rest on the head completely with your shoulders, with your hips all raised up. It gets very difficult and it takes a lot of practice for you to do that. So simple variation modification that is taught for Setu Bandhasana over here is you lie down, you bring your feet close to the hips, then you hold the ankle. Okay, you hold the ankle and gently you raise your hips. Raise them as high as possible. If you cannot hold the ankle, it's okay, you can keep them down. Press them down. And you stay over here for 5 breaths. Now in the series, again you have to do a reverse vinyasa over there. But if you cannot do a reverse vinyasa, a normal vinyasa will do. So you just do a normal vinyasa. After normal vinyasa, again you come back in this lying down position. And then we start the final sequence. Hardly 12-15 asanas. We can do them quickly. I'll be doing them, demonstrating them very quickly over here now. Okay. We've already reached 1 hour 40 minutes. So this is the Chakrasana, the first asana of the final sequence. Again, you keep your feet close to your hips. You take both your palms, you keep them near your ears. The steps are really important over there. First, see, look at my head. First, you raise the head over here. Okay, while the hands are down by the sides. I've removed them so you can see. You raise the head. Why this? Because if you don't raise the head, if you raise the hip first, then all the pressure will come on the head later. Okay. So raise, keep your palms by the ear side. Raise your head while raising your back. Then raise your hips, resting on the head. Then gently raise your head also. We hold here for 5 breaths. Try to straighten the knee, the shoulder, elbows. After 5 breaths, gently first rest the head, then we rest the hips, then the shoulders. It's very important to come out of this asana also in a safe manner. Okay. If people cannot do this, if you cannot do Chakrasana, it's okay. You all can stay in the Setu Bandhasana that we did. That is holding your ankles and raising your hips. Okay. That was Chakrasana for you. After Chakrasana, again you have to do the reverse Vinyasa. Because the next asana we have to do is seated. So one good method that we were taught in our TTC is after you have done a Chakrasana, you should do Pavan Muktasana. And while in Pavan Muktasana, you bring your knees close to your chest. You hold your left arm, left palm, left wrist with the right. Then you turn from the left and right. This gives you a good massage to the lower back. After you're done with the left and right, you can do front and back. And then you can come up. This is a good way to come up from the Chakrasana or seated posture. Now we have to do Paschimottanasana. Again, it acts Because in Chakrasana what we have done is we have bent behind, we have bent backwards. We need a posture to bend forward so we can neutralize the spine again. So we do Paschimottanasana, we hold the toes, inhaling head up, exhaling we try to put the head to the knee and we stay here for 5 breaths. Inhaling we again come up, we do a Vinyasa. After Paschimottanasana, you lie down in Shavasana for 5 breaths. So this is the only break you get in the primary series. So you lie down in Shavasana for 5 Ujjayi breath. Don't forget Ujjayi. After the 5 breaths are over, the other sequence is a continuous one. That means you are in one position, then you have to continue from there. So I'll just quickly do them. I'll just demonstrate, giving the instructions. Once your Shavasana is done, 5 breaths, you come into Salamba Sarvangasana. That is raising your legs above your head while you are still rested on the shoulders and the neck and the head. Okay, so coming in Salamba Sarvangasana, you give a push to your feet, you raise, just while doing headstands or postures wherein you have to raise your legs, try to tuck your t-shirts in, because they come off otherwise. Okay, so Salamba Sarvangasana, any inversion posture, try to tuck in your t-shirts or shirts or whatever you are wearing. Salambasana is you give a push with the help of your palms, you're holding your lower back, you're resting your elbows, take the elbows behind as close as possible, your knees are bent, slowly take one leg up at a time, right, then left, leg should be active, and this becomes your Salamba Sarvangasana. We hold here for 5 breaths. After that, we bring them down slowly one at a time and put your toes behind. We straighten the legs while we interlink the fingers behind. This becomes Halasana. After holding you for 5 breaths, we take the knees close to your ears. This becomes Halasana B. After holding for 5 breaths, again we support the lower back with the palms. We form a lotus-like posture. If you can do it, good. If you cannot, you can just lie down in Shavasana and watch me. Form a lotus posture. Hold your knees over here. After holding for 5 seconds, try bring your hip down, your feet, legs close to your chest. Try holding this. This gets real difficult. People cannot do this. So just lie down. You have to gently release your lower back. You cannot just bang, okay? While from Sarvangasana to getting back onto the mat. Keep your feet in cross-legged position. Gently rest it on the ground. Now hold the toes. Rest your elbows. And with the support of the elbows, raise your chest up and just keep your head on the ground. You hold here for 5 breaths. This is called as Matsyasana. After 5 breaths, you release your feet. You hold your buttocks or upper thigh with the support of your elbows. Again, you rest your head, raise your back. Slowly, you raise your legs, raise your arms, and hold here for 5. Gently, again bring the legs down, hold your buttocks, gently bring your neck down. It's very important whenever we are doing any posture where the neck is involved. The coming out of the asana and getting into the asana has to be done with a lot of precaution. Okay. Now here we do a reverse vinyasa. If you cannot do a reverse vinyasa, you should do a normal front vinyasa, that is chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, and you come into vajrasana. Now the final few asanas, 5 asanas and then 5-6 asanas. Okay. This is an inversion posture, Shirshasana. Actually, if you see every asana, almost every asana in Ashtanga Vinyasa Primary Series, you can do one whole session of Hatha on it. You can do a lot of preparatory asanas, then you reach the final asanas. But in Primary Series, there's so many like advanced asana. Now the Shirshasana that we have over here, people cannot do it directly. You need to first start with the wall. You need to first start with basic other asanas, preparatory asanas for it. But since we are following the chart, I'll just do it. I'll teach a very basic method on how one can do this, the Shirshasana. Okay. While in Vajrasana, you rest your arms first, rest your palms, then hold the opposite elbows. Okay, now the distance that we have created, you fix your elbow over there and bring in your palms in front and form a triangle. So you can either interlock your fingers or you can just keep one palm on the other. I prefer keeping one palm on the other because if in case you fall, you have that interlock and there is a chance of giving a lot of pressure on each other of the fingers. So I prefer keeping one palm on the other. Then you rest your head over here. After resting your head, you are also on your knees. Raise your knees. Gently move ahead. Either you can slowly come up, holding you for not more than 5 breaths, slowly coming down, or you can do the same thing on the wall. Okay, the wall, how can you do that? I'll just show it to you right now. I'll just speak, I won't demonstrate. You stay at half a feet, at a palm distance away from the wall. You rest your hand, you get down on the head, take the measurements I have shown, holding the opposite elbows. That is where you keep the elbows. Form a triangle, and then slowly you can ask for someone, your partner's support, and slowly and gently you can raise and rest your feet on the wall. Okay. People who can do it without the wall, I'm just doing it once again. Just watch carefully. You have to sit in Vajrasana, keep the palms on the ground, elbows also on the ground. Now, hold the opposite elbows. That distance becomes where your elbows are going to be rested. Now, raise your palms, form a triangle. Raise them, form a triangle in front of you. Rest your head. Rest your head and gently come up. Your legs have to be active. Press the ankles against each other. Now, moving on to the next asana, we'll move from here itself, is Urdhva Dandasana. Slowly, you bring the legs down without bending the knees. And this becomes Urdhva Dandasana. Hold here for 5 breaths. After that, gently come down. After coming down from any inversion posture, remember to do a child pose. So what I'm doing here is I've made 2 fists, one on top of the other. I'm resting my head while I'm in the child pose. When you're doing the inversion posture, the blood flow towards the head is very strong. And immediately, if you get back to the normal position with your feet down, head up, it might get difficult for the body to rush the blood back. So you gently stay in the child pose for some time. Let the blood flow get normal. Once that is done, you can again come up. Okay? These were the main asanas. Now it's just simple, it's yoga mudra. We do a vinyasa after Urdhva Dandasana. I'll just do it, last few asanas. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and sit. Yoga mudra is you get into the lotus posture. Also, very importantly, modification for lotus posture. If you cannot do the lotus posture, it's okay. You can sit in Sukhasana. Okay? Yoga mudra is you get into the lotus posture. Now what you have to do is you have to hold the toes of the fingers of the opposite legs from behind. I know it is difficult. If you cannot do it, you can just hold the opposite elbows behind. Okay? And inhaling, you have to keep the back straight. Inhale up. Exhaling, you have to go down and you have to touch your nose to the ground. And we hold there for 5 breaths. Inhaling, you come up. Staying seated in Padmasana, you rest your palms on the knees. You raise up your chest, straighten your back, and you focus on the nose while bending a little ahead, while bending your neck a little ahead. You hold your 5 breaths. And then Uttapluti. This is an interesting asana. I think everyone can do this. And one of the simplest, but it looks very good. Okay, so this is when you stay in Padmasana, or if you cannot, you can stay in Sukhasana. You keep your palms besides your hip, and then you raise yourself. You raise your legs up. You bend a little and you look forward, and you hold here for 5 breaths. Gently release. Release your feet slowly. The final asana is Shavasana. I'll just guide, I won't do it, I'll just guide others for a minute for Shavasana. So everyone, all students, please lie down now. I know it was a hectic session for you all, but this is what Ashtanga Vinyasa is. Actually, if you see, if someone does Ashtanga Vinyasa, you're doing multiple asanas in one session. And because you're doing it so quickly, 5 breaths for 1 second, then moving on to the next one, then moving on to the next one, you are really focused, you are right there in the moment. You don't have much time to, think about anything. So what this does for me is it has helped me a lot in being in the present, focusing my mind. So I used to, while doing asanas, I did my alignment of my breath and my body, my movement. But my mind used to be somewhere else sometimes. But Ashtanga Vinyasa, what it has done for me is it has really helped me to keep my mind in the present, in the asana, in the breathing. Okay, so this is a little hectic, but over a period of time with consistent practice, it gets simpler. Please lie down in Shavasana. Keep your palms a little away from your body. Keep some distance between your feet. Palms should be facing upward. Rest each and every muscle gently. Slow down in the mind, slow down in the movement. Shavasana, Shava means a dead body, Asana means a pose. So the only difference between you right now and a dead body is that you are still breathing. That is how Shavasana should be. No movement at all. No movement. You just leave, release the body, release each and every muscle, release each and every joint, each and every tension in your body. Close your eyes, just observe your breath. Do not forcefully inhale or exhale, just observe it. It's okay even if you fall asleep. I know you'll have done a long session of hectic asanas. You deserve this Shavasana. It is said that Shavasana is the most difficult asana because your mind has to be there. But we fall asleep or we are thinking of something else, which is okay in the beginning. So just release yourself, calm down, and we lie down here for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm giving the instruction how to come out of Shavasana. Gently move your toes. It's time to get back to bodily consciousness. Gently move your fingers. Move your feet, your legs, your arms. Move your head from left to right. Turn toward the right side. You can use the right arm as a pillow. Stay here for a minute. After the minute is done, with the help of your left arm, take the support and come up. Be seated. Do not open your eyes. I usually do a set of pranayama. So anything from Brahmari, anything from deep inhale and deep exhale or equal breathing or Anulom Vilom. I do a few sets of that for 5 to 10 minutes. In the end, we say the prayer again with Om and 3 Shantis. So I won't say the prayer again. I'll just say the Om and 3 Shantis. So students, please inhale for Om, exhale Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently rub your palm, create that heat. Place it on your eyes, your forehead, your face, your neck, your arms, the chest, the torso, the back, the legs, your whole body. Feel the transfer of energy, positive energy, and gently open your eyes. Thank you everyone. Namaste. Hope you like the session. For Anmol, I hope you like this. Basically, what I do is if it's like people have been doing it for 10 days also and do the TTC, they can do all the asanas. So, in my teaching sessions, it's 90% instructions and 5 to 10% demonstration. Okay, but since this was a beginner's class and it was a demo for you, I thought you would like to see me doing all the asanas, and hence I did the asanas with instructions. I hope you like it. Namaste. Thank you so much.